Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minutes With, where we highlight leaders who are making a big impact both locally and worldwide. I'm your host, Morgan Yonge, and with me today, we have Debra Eckerling with the DEB method. Deb, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I am always game for talking about goals.
I love it so much. Well, please tell us a little bit about the DEB method.
Well, I am a firm believer that you can't get what you want unless you know what that is. And the DEB method helps you set the foundation for your goals. So it stands for determine your mission, explore your options, brainstorm your path. So it's so many goal setting experts tell you how to achieve the goal. I believe you can't get there unless you start with that solid foundation.
Exactly. So what got you into goal setting and becoming a goal strategist?
Years ago, and I've lived in LA for 27 years, so do whatever math you want. But years ago, I did events at Barnes & Noble in Schaumburg, Illinois. And whenever I needed to fill my calendar, I would just hang out in the cafe because I wanted it to be a community bookstore. And one day someone came in and said, would you start a writer support group? And for me, that meant asking people, what did you accomplish? What are you working on? And how can we support you? Well, the group was a hit, and I personally discovered the benefits of setting goals and being in such a supportive community. Fast forward, moved to LA, restarted the group, which has gone through a great evolution over the years from in-person to hybrid, online only, which is where it's at now. But people would say, hey, Deb, you're good at this. Can I hire you to help me write my book? I've been trying to work on it for years. We got it done in 3 months. Or Deb, you're good at this. Will you speak at my event? So my business background is communication and project management. So everything just really worked together. Fast forward to 2018, I had been working with a communications client, was going away. And my mom said to me, you hate SMART goals. Why don't you create DEB goals? And the system that I have been teaching worked perfectly with my name. So that's how I became DEB yet again.
I love it. That is such an awesome origin story. And it's so good to do something you're good at. I just love that. So you mentioned book writing. Can you tell us about your book?
Well, so I mentioned, in, say, spring 2018 is where I rebranded, found an agent by the end of 2018, Mango, which published Your Goal Guide, a roadmap for setting, planning, and achieving your goals, expressed interest. That book came out in January 2020. So 6 weeks before we had change by circumstance, out came my book to help people embrace change by choice or by circumstance. So, you know what they say about timing, right? Because of that book, I had started doing a live show which everything evolved into a panel show at the end of 2020. I was trying to figure out, well, how do you have a holiday party when no one can leave the house? And I said, oh, well, I'll just invite a bunch of people who don't know each other to be on my live show. And that evolved into the format for a Goal Chat, aka Goal Chat Live, is today. My new book, 52 Secrets for Goal Setting and Goal Getting. For the book, I interviewed 60 achievers in entertainment, business, tech, creative fields, food, the entire gamut of leaders, entrepreneurs, consultants, powerhouses, and asked them, what is your secret for goal setting or goal getting? And I did these interviews, and this new book, which I love, is really just a menu of inspiration, because you can either go to the chapter or the sentence that speaks to you that you need to hear and take certain strategies out for a test drive.
Wow, that is fantastic. So the book has just morphed right into this podcast of panelists. What an incredible journey that's been for you. If people are interested in finding this book, where can they find the book?
Well, you can find 52 Secrets for Goal Setting and Goal Getting at your favorite place to buy books, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, your favorite local bookstore, bookshop, and you can also learn more, get a list at 52secretsbook.com.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for your time. Just like that, our 5 minutes just flew by.
It was great meeting you, and I want to know for you, what win are you celebrating and what goals are you working towards?
Oh, I love that so much. Well, the win I'm celebrating currently is being a host here, as I am about 4 months in with this daily news network. I love it so much. And one of my goals is to have a seated company within this company that we're in and grow from there, because the sky is the limit with this place. So I just love it so much. Thanks for asking.
Oh, I love that. Well, and it really just proves my point. You know, you start with the win, and then you let that energy move you forward. And this book, the whole purpose of it is for people to get advice, the advice they need when they need it, to help propel them so they keep multiplying and getting more wins to create that life that they desire.
I'm definitely going to check out the book. I love it. Thank you. And
Thank
viewers,
you.
thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of 5 Minutes With. If you want more information about Debra and the DEB method, head on over to dailynewsnetwork.com and we have it there. We'll see you in the next episode of 5 Minutes With.